Hey, welcome back. We're back in our modded colony, and today we have three large scale projects that I would like to get through. But our first little order of business is last time we left off, and everybody here was hungry. So, what we're going to do, we're going to order in and just up the amount of bread these guys are supposed to get from other districts to, oh, let's go about 150 so they don't have to worry about it too much. And then we're going to also add another farm here because it seems like they don't gather quite enough of this. So we'll take all that out. We'll need two more taken out. Set those to high priority. And then we will come back to that. Now, they are still working on these golem part factories, but they will get those in, and hopefully that helps up our productivity a little bit. Now, the first mega project we're going to take is down on the other end of the map. So let's go take a look there. Now, here in our District 10, as it's called at the moment, we have been trying to build out a bridge, well, more like a reservoir here, and I think we're going to build this whole area into it, but the district can't stay here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our way across to this island and work on putting the bridge there. So let's see. We're going to... I want the bridge... Yep, there, and straight across from here. Go in there. Let's cancel the cutting of trees down here. And we will get in the cutting of trees here and here. And all of this here. Oops, all of this here. There we go. This, and then we'll take out the middle of the island as well when we can get there. Put in our path just so that when they get to these, they can finally get up there. There we go. And now as for what they need to do with these, we're going to spend a little time putting up some levees. So at this height right here, we can go over. There we go. Put all these in, and we'll make these 3 deep as well. Here, we'll do 2 until they can get across all the way. There we go. And it'll probably take them a couple minutes to get caught up. We'll probably have to pass some beavers back and forth between cutting down trees, building, and going over here to cut down more trees. But it's going to take a minute, so we'll come check back on that. Actually, before I do that, let's make sure they can get to all of this. Go down here, here, all the way across to here. Here we go. Got to draw a little path through here. I don't know if they'll be able to build out that far, but we're going to start them here. And then we will go down from here. And when they get through all of this here, we'll set this to cut. There we go. And these need to go out first. Those will need to go out. Those will need to go out. And those will need to go out. We'll figure out how to get there in just a bit. Look, they've already got a little bit of it built. Let's put in a way to speed up some of the cutting process in here, and we'll shift things back and forth as it's needed. But we'll let them use up the logs they have first. I believe they've got at least a decent amount saved up here and there. So, on to the next project. Checking back here before that real quick, though, let's go with putting a farmhouse. There we go, right there. We're going to put you here. We're going to replant our wheat here. I'm going to tell this one to be on harvest. I'm going to tell this one to be on harvest. Let's make this the highest priority. Get some people in there so that we can get stuff to make. How are you guys doing? You've got wheat. You're making some bread. I'm not sure why the wheat flour isn't getting made. Oh, they don't have any... They don't have any power? Why do they not have any power? That should be connected to these. This should be making power. Huh. Well, that's... Well, now they just stopped, so that could be part of it. Well, that shouldn't be true either. They all have power. Well, let's sit down here and figure this out for just a second, because they have these, which should be going straight into here. Aha! Sometimes, I believe, we have missed one turn here. Or maybe not. No, that goes straight out of there, which these should still connect to power. And he's got power. But right next door doesn't. That's very strange. Oh, that's because there's nobody in these. And you should have power. Do you have to have people in all of them? Let's find out. If I put 2 people in each of these, those have 80 apiece. Do I just have to pause and unpause? That's very unusual. Well, we'll take a look at this in a minute and figure out what's going on. Let's go on to that second project that we're going to take a look at. This mountain here, I have been wanting to make a tunnel through it for the longest time. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and use this stairway right here and make our way into the mountains. We might end up needing another district to get through all of this, but we will find that out when we get there. Let's see. We want... Yep, lumberjack is still good there. Go this. Set all these trees to cut. Set at least those trees to cut. Let's get those out of there. This here, and then over here is really where we want this tunnel to come out. So, I'm going to put one there, and then go back this way so that we can kind of mark where we want to be on this. And, yep, there's that. Let's go ahead and get in. You. There we go. Now, we'll have to figure out which level we actually want to put the tunnel in at. Let's put in one of those first. There we go. The tunnels themselves, we're going to have to mark those trees to cut, I believe. Well, we might. The tunnels themselves can get pretty expensive. So let's figure out first from this side where we want to put it. I'm going to mark that path again. There we go, right there. Tunnels. We are definitely going to need the longest tunnel, which, wow, that's a lot of science, but we're going to do it anyway. There we go. So this one would end, if I put it there, right where this happens to end. So if I put it one up where the tunnel would start, it would end right here. So I will mark this with a dynamite. We are definitely going to need dynamite to dynamite out the other end, and then we will simply find our way down there to connect more tunnels in. We might actually have to get up and over the mountain first, though, so that we can place dynamite there. There we go. 2. And here's our stairs up. Stairs, and come on, stairs. There we go. We'll see how that goes. It's going to take a little bit to get into that one. I'm hoping that we go through here and that we can do another tunnel maybe out right here. but we'll have to get everything in there first before they can actually do that. Well, it looks like I had to change this off of wheat flour and then back to wheat flour. So hopefully they get going on this, and hopefully this down here provides them with enough bread that they can do that. In fact, let's grab some bread from, let's see. How are you guys doing on bread? You guys got bread, so let's put another one over here. We'll add this and do bread as well, so that should get everybody fed, set and ready to go. Now, before we put in our third large project for this time, let's go ahead. We're going to build it in this area, so I know I'm going to need a better way up there. We're going to just shorten the path just a little bit. There we go. They can put that in there. That should help out. Let's make that a little higher priority. There we go. There we go. You know what? I'm also going to pause this because I don't think I need the scrap metal at the moment. You're just sending out scrap metal. So there we go. That should help out. Get some more items taken care of here for us. Now this third mega project, I guess you could say, it's going to be a big one. So what we're going to try and do is capitalize on this one water source in here. And we are going to build a huge, huge wall around probably this whole mountain if we can reach it. Well, right now, though, let's just start with maybe a dam starting here. We're going to want a way in, of course. We'll go with this. With levee. There we go. And the power. We're going to want to take power in there. We're also going to want to take power up. So I'm going to do this. Oops. Decided it was going to turn on me. I'm not sure why it did that. There we go. There we go. How high up can we go? Well, we would go higher if the blocks quit randomly turning on us. There we go. I think that's it. That should be our power connection for just about everything. Let's take some regular levees, and we will just fill this in right here. Maybe, if it wants us, there it goes. It has to think about it. There we go. And this is just the first step. Here we go, all the way up and around. I don't know if that small water source will ever actually be able to fill it, but we might have some alternatives too to that. So let's go here. We're going to do this. And then we are also going to go underneath for the power supply, I think. So let's put in a little bit of dynamite there. And then we can sneak it down into this. Now, what we're also going to do is get rid of all these here. I'm going to set all of this for a lower priority because we don't need it quite yet. Oh, it looks like our golems are still set for low. So let's crank them up just a little bit so those can get done. But what we're going to do here, let's grab some power. Large windmill. Can't place it directly next to it, but I can do that. And this. And this. And this. And this. And that. And you may wonder, well, what does that do? Well, if we take and we build, where is those wonderful modded side platforms? There we go. And we go directly above them. We can build another set of windmills right on top of them. 2 windmills for the price of 1, but we're not done yet. Let's go back, get another set of side platforms. Make sure we're all lined up here. There we go. Are we on target? We are on target. There we go. And this last one here. And then we can do more windmills. There we go. There we go. That's what we need there. Now, what we could do, now that I'm looking at it, is use a lot more of these powered levees and just move the power through the levee itself. I kind of like the idea of that. That's going to require a bit of a redesign. So let's come back in just a minute and I'll see if I can get it all set up. There she is, the first side of this mega reservoir we've got going on, and wow, is it something to look at. Sometimes maybe mods go too far, I'm not sure, but I like it. And if you're wondering how the power is going to get transferred through, we used a lot of these powered levees, but we've got them hidden pretty well in here. Let me show you. I believe if I put maybe something here, it will show you the pattern at which these are. There we go. Now you can see it. Now you see which ones are the levees. They will carry the power throughout the wall from the fans, not the fans, the windmills, and hopefully down from these gravity batteries that I've got at the top. But that is going to take a really, really long time to build. So we're going to have to just let it build for a while. It looks like this district has hit its district limit. Can't see too much of a way to get any more of a direct path unless I actually took a tunnel maybe underneath here, which we might do eventually. But for now, I think we're just going to set up a secondary district here. Kind of a short-term thing. Let's go. We've got a lot of those this build, but that's not too terrible, actually. Let's put you, I'm going to put you right there for now. And then we are going to put down, of course, the drop-off point. Let's put you right about there. We'll put the gate in. There we go. And we'll find some stuff to get taken over here so they can go ahead and get to building that right there. We were finally able to dig down to this tunnel on this side. So we're going to have to take out probably another block or two so that we can put in another tunnel. But that's just going to take a day or two. While we're waiting on some of these larger projects, there is a smaller project that I've wanted to do over here for a while, and that's getting this lake filled up. So what we're going to use for that is these underground pipes that are out there. It's one of the mods that's out there. We're just going to use a short one, and we're going to put it right across, let's say here. But it kind of looks like we might need to dig out a place for them. So those three that the far side is on are going to have to go. Those three right there. We'll set those up as high importance. And then we will toss up a large windmill, as that does require power to work. So we'll plug the windmill in there. I'm going to need one of these two. There we go. Thank you, beavers. Let's detonate those out. Now, if I go back in and try and put in these underground pipes, there we go. Oops, I put that in the wrong spot. Nope, nope. We are going to need a windmill specifically for that. Well, looks like I can put it right next to it, so we'll just do that. I think that'll look pretty nice. Yeah. We might end up making an arch or something over these, but we'll figure out what to do after that. Also, this area will have to fill up, and hopefully it does that on the next wet season. I don't think we're going to get this bottom part, though, in before the next wet season. We've got our hole dug for our tunnels here. Let's see if we can... Where will this one put us? Too far? Well, maybe. Also, it doesn't look like it connects there well. Don't know if two tunnels back to back like that will work. You know what? Do I have a smaller tunnel? Just for testing purposes. If I were to do, say, this and that, that looks like it should work. So if I switch this around here and have that overhang, okay. So if I connect it right there, it looks like it would be good. There we go. We will find out if all of that works at some point. And strange mod interaction there, but that's okay. The other thing we're going to need to do is make an alternate path to the top here, I think. We could use ladders, but I think we'll use stairs. No, let's use a ladder here. There we go. Stairs up to the ladder, up to the top. They did get this cleaned out. I kind of demolished some of the trees in there, so we're going to make a platform about that big that should be even... Actually, that might actually have to go up to 3 high to be even with everything else around here. Yep. Let me see. Oops, that's not going to help. You know what? We're going to make it 3 high. And if it doesn't work, then we'll figure something else out. But 3 high for now And that's where we're going to set our district. There we go. And for now, we will use staircases, or not staircases, but ladders. We'll move everything around once that's all in there. We're just going to go ahead and maybe figure out another way to get down here to get some of these trees, but we're going to just extend out our levees here. There we go. We'll put that in there, and then here is, I think we're going to start putting in some dams, just so we never get an overflow. And that should be about the right height, I do believe. Looks like it's going to be. Maybe, maybe not, but that's okay. Even if it's not, I'm not too worried about it. There we go. Let's go ahead and put in... There we go. Nope. Those, and we get our dams. There we go. Looks good. And we'll wait till they get that far before we figure out anything else. They've got a lot of building to do. While we've been waiting, I was able to move our district over, and everything seems okay there. We can go ahead and put some more people in there. And it's kind of reached its maximum limit going out and around and, you know, back over to this. We're definitely going to have to put some stairs in to get access to the logs again. That's not that big a deal, though. There we go. Right up to those. They'll get that taken care of and have access to that. Also, since, yeah, this, they're not really able to go any farther, we're going to have to start building from here. So we'll make a nice bridge across. We'll probably eventually replace these with some... I'm not sure, with some suspension bridges, probably, just because they look nicer. But for now, I think this will be okay. We'll do this, and then this. Let's get a 2 in there, and does that... That lines right up with it. There we go. And they can work on building all of that out there, and then continue their way on this dam. Now, here, they're going to have to build some kind of ladder down, I think, to get rid of all of these trees here. We're just going to mark them as go away. There we go. We'll probably have to do the same thing there. Let's go ahead and plan for the rest of the bridge here. There we go. And we'll do the levees. And we'll do levees here. We'll end up doing levees here as well. But let's just do dams here. There we go. There we go. That's probably going to take a while. In fact, I feel a bit bad for these beavers over here. They kind of need a place to stay. Temporarily, at least. Let's also have them build maybe some 2s here. Let's see, we'll do 1 on that side and 1 on this side. And then we will put the triple lodge, and they can get to work on all of that eventually. It's going to take them a little bit. Now, our tunnel up here has got one side done. They're currently working on the other side. It is just waiting on about 35 metal blocks, and then we should have a tunnel all the way through the mountain, which will be pretty cool. That'll let us connect in down here and hopefully move out into this area maybe and up to those falls eventually. Well, we have our first golem, and it looks like there's some kind of odd interaction going on. I don't know if this is part of the part of the mod, but I definitely wasn't expecting this. The barrel bot has both biofuel and catalyst, which should mean they're going at top speed, but for some reason, they don't have energy or control tower, which means they won't work quite as fast. But that should be for the Iron Tooth and not for the barrel bot. So let's see if we can do something. Maybe we'll provide both of those and see what happens. Hopefully it'll be twice as fast, but I don't know. That, if it's going to always require energy and control tower, that's going to put kind of a damper on using bots or golems in general. So let's grab science. Let's grab the charging station. We'll put 2 of them in. We'll set them to high priority. And then control tower? We'll put a control tower up. I wasn't planning on using it at all. But there we go. And we'll set that as high as well. And we'll come back and check and see what's going on after that. All right, that's in. So where's our bot? There's our one bot. Is he headed back to get some energy, maybe? Looks kind of like he is. So that's for Iron Tooth. Well, that's something you wouldn't normally see. Okay. Well, we've got a barrel bot charging its energy. And there it goes. Let's set you to this here. And once we get more bots, we'll replace all of this so they can be self-replicating bots, hopefully. Just noticed we're going to have to block off this side too. Well, we'll see if all of this fits in here. This way, this way. Here we go. All that, we're going to have to get in there somehow and clean all that out. That's going to be a heck of a dam there when it's all done. We'll figure it all out somehow. Well, they've got the bottom row all hooked up, so let's go ahead and toss in... I probably only need the singles here. I might regret it later, but that's okay. It's on ground level, we can fix it then. Now, how we're going to get up here is a different story. Let's see. Let's take, and first of all, we need... There's the power that we're going to need. Coming out from right there. Let's also do another power right here. Just so we have it. The rest of these going up can be normal... Let's see. Levees. There they are. There we go, all the way up. Get rid of those, we don't need those at all. And then here, we are going to use good old ladders. There we go. And that solves that. For now, we can go here till all that gets built. We will put that connection in, that connection in. There we go. We've got plenty of extra power now flowing through these. What's that? Just 2 metal blocks left there. Now, to get over to these other ones, let's Side platform. I have a 1? Yes. There we go. That level. There we go. This will let them walk all the way over here, hopefully. Actually, they don't need to walk that far. Let's just go with the single platform. There we go. This can all get filled in right here. Oops. There we go. There we go. And that should serve as some scaffolding for us. It's definitely going to take a while, though, to get there. Looks like they've got the main bridge in here, and they're building out. We'll see how far they can reach this way. This path is pretty much all green, so I'm hoping it'll make it around pretty far around this side. Get those routes in. There we go. We could probably go ahead and put a route in here, too. I don't know how often it's going to be used, but that's okay. Oh, looks like we can't quite make it around there. Oh well. No big deal. Well, we finally got our pump in. Now we just got to wait for the water to actually make it to the pump. That might take a minute too. It just turned day 3 of the latest wet season, so hopefully it fills this up. And it might fill a good portion of this up, but I don't think it'll stay because we don't have anything blocking this here. In fact, let's set our priorities here, because I would like to get rid of, just as soon as it's possible, get rid of that right there, get rid of those, and we will mark these to destroy as well. With that. Oh, and one more I missed. There we go. Highest priority. There we go. Now I can put in these to fill that in. And they can work their way across. Maybe they can get through this in a decent amount of time. I don't know that it'll be before the water gets down here, though. Which we're still waiting on up here. But we'll check that again here in another day or two. Well, we've only got about half a day left on this wet cycle, so I don't think we're going to be able to save that water down there. But definitely on the next cycle, we'll at least be able to save some of it, and we'll get at least a picture of what this might look like. It looks like they've got both of our tunnels done. So we can come in here and put in one of these nifty side platforms right there. We'll make that high priority. And then when we go to start building on top of here, we can easily get through to the other side. In fact, what we can do is we'll draw a path right here next to the mountain. See if we can connect it in. There we go. This one can come up here. How about we put the gate right about here? There we go. And there we go. Now the beavers can go directly from our home base right over to Corner Mine, right through this shortcut through the mountain. I'm not 100% sure where they're going with that. Oh, there they go. They're going to put in this. Then we can build something on top. And yeah, like I said, nobody will ever know that there's a path under there. Well, this might be an unexpected side effect of having to have the barrel bots have every type of fuel and bonus feature. Watch the speed of this barrel bot. He just flies back to this mine. All the way. Look at him. That's ridiculous. I don't remember the regular ones going quite that fast. That's pretty nuts. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see if they really are that much more effective while working in there. If nothing else, they would make heck of a hauling post or delivery people, especially at that speed. They're just zipping right along. Well, I think what we're going to do, since we have the main portion of this, until we figure out what we want to do in this area, let's remove District 11 here. We'll put the path back so we can still use it. In fact, this might have to be one of those. In fact, I should probably put this over here. There we go. We'll put a path here. I shouldn't. I should be able to with just that one path break. There we go. Let's see if they can empty all of that. We can toss out all of these. And they can come and get those and shuffle those back to wherever they need to go. This we don't really need anymore. These we'll just leave up here for now, till we figure out what we want to do with this area. We'll do the same with this, probably. Looks like they're having trouble keeping up with both biofuel and... hopefully once they get their charge here, they'll go in. There we go. And look at them go. Once they're all set up, they move ridiculously fast. But man, they are going through that catalyst and that energy really fast. Almost wondering if I need another energy charging station so that they don't have to wait. Are you going to go get your catalyst? Yep. But you also need your energy. Well, we can probably do something about that. Let's put in some charging stations. We should have plenty of surplus. There we go. We'll actually go right along there. And that should work fairly well. Well, I think to help get our dam built even faster, we're going to move even more beavers over here. Here we go. Let's get that large barrack in here too. They can work on that. And once that's done, in fact, I might go ahead and do the migration now, and we'll see what we've got, or how we're holding up food and water-wise after that. Migrate population. Let's get another District 12. Let's get another... let's just do an even 20. And we will put them... let's see. Labor. Wonder if a hauling post would help. Let's just set up a hauling post first, and we'll see if that does well. If that helps them build it. Theoretically, they should bring the materials over, and the builders should have to build it, but sometimes that works. Sometimes they just don't bring anything anywhere, and the builders end up bringing it themselves. So we'll see how all that goes. Well, they only seem to be carrying stuff from here over to here, which doesn't really do me that much good. So out that goes, and we will instead use a builder's hut. And then we are going to need another builder's hut, which we can toss in down here. And we'll set these both up for... oh, well, that was quick. Let's get both of these in. Make sure that they have all 4 people. Put all 4 people here too. And maybe we'll get some more building done. Looks like our water pump is starting to actually get this full. I figured it'd be a little faster, but it's still not terrible. I can definitely live with this, and it runs on its own. No beaver needed. And it hopefully will fill up this all in time. Then we can get rid of this right here, and, well, that will make it look pretty nice. The last brick of the reservoir down here has been put in. Now we just got to wait for the water to get here. which usually the water takes another couple of days to get back down this far. But we will take a look when it gets here. And there we go. With just over 1.5 days left, we finally get our water into this last reservoir. And it is filling fast. And it is stopped fast. And there it goes again. Water's kind of weird when it gets this close to the edge of the map. It just, it's been through a lot at this point. It's been through several dams, some twists, some turns, deeper areas. You know, that kind of happens. But hopefully this all fills up by the last day and we'll be good to go there. Well, I think this is all the water that we're going to get. So we just started a 28-day drought. Who knows if all of this is going to stick around, but hopefully it does, at least for a bit. Our lake over here is almost full, so I think this is good for now. We might next episode build a bridge across here before we vacate the whole area, because we don't really need beavers in this. In fact, let's just rename this. Oops. Lighthouse at the lake. Because that's pretty much all that's going to be left once they build that bridge over here. But one of our mega projects here did get done, so that's great. Our other mega project, our tunnel, got done early, so good to have that in. That'll help us move out into this middle area. The third one, we're still working on. This is going to take a couple episodes. I can just about guarantee it. But we're going to keep working on it. Next episode, we'll probably split the golems off into their own district, as well as start a couple more districts with all of these extra beavers that we're getting now. But for now, I think that's going to do it. So just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.